beyond zero. Our industry leadership in electrified vehicles increase to 19 models. The turbocharged iForce Max hybrid powertrains have improved the efficiency of our trucks and also injected some Tundra, Sequoia, Tacoma, and the legendary all benefited from electrification and are the greatest body-on-frame lineup in the industry. They're powerful, allow our owners to take elements and find out what is over the next horizon. Now, I have in store for you tonight. In just a moment, in service. To see. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new 6th generation 4Runner.
Yeah!
It looks like these trucks have been hanging out with the lifeguard in the gym. Can I get another round of applause for Chief Gartland and his amazing team of San Diego lifeguards? We all appreciate what you do to keep us safe. Look at these incredible 4Runners. After 15 years and just a few questions about its future, the 2024 4Runner is all new from the ground up. 40 years ago, the 4Runner brand began, and it is now an off-road icon. It is a fan favorite with over 3 million units sold in the US alone. This next generation 4Runner will continue its truck heritage and share TNGAF body-on-frame platform that underpins all of our rugged Toyota trucks and SUVs. It will utilize the Premium to offer 4Runner with an available third row, which adds to the vehicle's impressive versatility and provides a solution. The new model will come standard with the iconic fan favorite feature known very creatively to roll down rear window. Stays true to its purpose as a do-anything machine that has, it comes with great features like available full-time four-wheel drive, center or rear locking differentials, and our latest crawl control system. All of that, the 4Runner lineup now offers 9 grades, and we are expanding our offerings with 2 all-new grades that will give customers exactly what they're looking for. Ensure ever. How about the new design? I just love it. Our US-based CalT Design Studio led the design efforts that resulted in this chiseled vehicle. Kevin Hunter, president of CalT Design, is here to talk about the design of the all-new 4Runner. Kevin, please join me.
Thanks, Dave.
And hello everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. When our team started thinking about the ground up redesign of 4Runner, we understood it had a big loyal following. Our customers truly love their 4Runners. But we also knew it needed to make a gigantic leap forward. And our first instinct was to evolve the legacy and the love that 4Runner had built up over the decades. And we started by identifying the unique and memorable aspects that give 4Runner its legendary reputation. Our goal was to keep 4Runner's design linked to fun outdoor recreation. We also understood that 4Runner's long history is rooted in Toyota truck DNA. The very first 4Runner was a modified Hilux pickup. The tough and capable platform was ideal to capture the expanding sport utility genre. And now, after 40 years, Tacoma and 4Runner are once again united and continue their rugged legacies. The shared aspirations seem fitting to design them in tandem while honoring the unique 4Runnerness. The high lift, lean-bodied, big-tire, rugged athleticism defines the core of 4Runner's identity. Now, building on the legacy, the cabin exudes 4Runner strength while bringing back the iconic wrap-over quarter glass. And the front design is also uniquely calibrated to express its long-running history. With key inspiration coming from the Baja racing scene, there's no better way to experience this than the ultra-capable TRD Pro. The added ground clearance, a widened track, along with beefy tires and over-fenders provide an added measure of stability and readiness. And we infused all the great attributes that make 4Runner desert-worthy. And the interior also lives up to the fun and rigorous demands of outdoor adventure. Inspired by high-performance gear, the updated digital tech along with easy-to-operate knobs and switches strike a balance of modern sophistication and pure function. We included some handy MOLLE panels for securing gear, and there's even a removable Bluetooth speaker for convenient campsite listening. From the mountains of the East Coast to the beaches of Southern California, the new 4Runner's combination of dynamic capability, fun factor, and iconic history will continue to place it in a class of its own. Thank you again, everyone. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Greatly appreciate you being here, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to turn it over to Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Your team did a great job. This 4Runner looks amazing. This is an exciting time as we round out updates to our 5 distinctive body-on-frame vehicles. It all started back with the 2022 Tundra, and our customers now have 5 incredible frame-based vehicles to choose from. We won't have to wait much longer for 4Runner. Production will start in the fall at our famous Tahara plant, and pricing will be announced at that time. We have the Trail Hunter and TRD Pro models here on the beach, and the limited model will be on display at the lifeguard tower, where you can enjoy a guided tour of the facility. Thank you all so much for attending. I now want to invite you up to see and experience the all-new 4Runner. Thank you, and let's have a great evening. Thank you.
All right, guys. So you look at the new 4Runner, all new generation. It's been the first time in 15 years we've got a new 4Runner. And we're looking at a new trim for the 4Runner. What's up, Nick? Called the Trail Hunter. And it's riding on 18-inch wheels in bronze with 33-inch all-terrain tires. It's got an Old Man Emu suspension and rock sliders as standard. And all the new 4Runners have this kind of wrap-over glass coming from, I think, is the Gen 1. Gen 1 and some of Gen 2 have that wrap-over glass. Pop the hood. They'll probably let us do that a little bit later. For now, I'm just going to kind of poke around the exterior. Wow, there's still some light. Look at the sunset. Check this out. Beautiful. Oh, you want the 4Runner. Okay. So here it is over here. This is the back end. You didn't see any of that during the reveal. LED taillights. Can tow up to 6,000 pounds with the hybrid model, and then underneath is a full-size spare. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's got the roll-down rear glass, so you can do that with these controls right here. The rack is on, it's an ARB rack on this Trail Hunter model, and it's also got the hoods or the snorkel, raised air intake. So basically, if you're thinking about these different versions, Trail Hunter more for like low speed, crawling scenarios, overlanding, and then TRD Pro over there, more for higher speed, desert running kind of stuff. Pardon me, that kind of stuff. Looks like we're poking around the interior at this point. Look at the back seats. The Trail Hunter and TRD Pro are going to have that hybrid powertrain. So 326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque. Look at the interior. Oh no. Gimbal got upset. It's given up. And the gimbal is back on. Got upset with me for a second. What does the vehicle even fall into their line? Dude, that's a great question. Lazy sod, great question. So this thing is, it's gonna step on the toes of new Land Cruiser, Lexus GX, even RAV4. They've got so many of these body-on-frame vehicles, RAV4 not being one of them. But in terms of sales, they're saying Land Cruiser, a little more towards off-road enthusiasts, whereas 4Runner is going to be a little more about daily driver that you go have fun with on the weekends. And is that James Engelsman? What's going on, bro? A live reveal. Me, one of many. James, you left town too early. Could have seen this amazing, what do they do, donuts in the sand? Missed it. Acoustic glass, not that I know of. Let's see, what else? Two new trims. One's Trail Hunter, the other one is Platinum, which they've not shown us yet. But Platinum's going to be the new range topper. It's going to have all the luxury stuff. I don't think anything super original just to the 4Runner. You can probably expect things that you've seen on the new Land Cruiser, maybe even some Lexus GX stuff making its way over to the Platinum. TRD, you want to go see the TRD? Okay, we'll show you that. First, I'm just going to kind of poke out some other Trail Hunter stuff. So extra underbody protection, front end recovery hooks, LED light bar is down here. That's also going to be on the TRD Pro. Rigid Industries fog lights, LED headlights and DRLs here. I like this color too. Strong metallic flake. Strong speed, the Bronco, the Wrangler, they should have made the doors come off. It's a good question. I don't. It'll cross shop with the Bronco and Wrangler, but I also think Land Cruiser will too. I think Toyota's kind of going for the we have lots of options approach instead of just having one. Engine, no one's popping the hood yet, and I don't want to ruin anyone's photo or video. I'll pop the hood in just a couple minutes, and we can look at the engine. Now looking at the TRD Pro, so still on 33-inch tires. Matte black wheels for this one. Looking inside. What you don't get on the TRD Pro that you get on the TRD Pro of the Tacoma are those isodynamic like suspension seats. We don't get that here. But these do look like more aggressively bolstered for sure. Up at the shoulders and for the sides. Perforated leather wrap wheel here. It's going to get the 12.3-inch digital gauge and then a 14-inch touchscreen over there. Might also get the digital rearview mirrors here too. Only shows when the car's on. This is the new switchgear area. So you got your mechanical gear selector, drive mode selector / transfer case controls up top, and then trailer sway control, I believe, your surround view monitor, rear locking diff, sway bar, disconnect. Yeah, that's a new thing, the sway bar disconnect for the front end. That's new for Tacoma. TRD Pro looks better. They're just different, right? They're just different looks. Look at Sofyan. Here's Sofyan. Oh, here's with the DRL's on. That's kind of cool. Oh, and it says Pro down there. I like that. That's pretty neat. This is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Yeah, it's got a 2-speed transfer case. Is it part-time or full-time? That's a good question, though. Now remember, I was going to go look at the transfer case and see if it's... Because we, of course, know the Lane Cruiser is a full-time 4-wheel drive. But I don't know if this one is, too. There you go. It's a view from the back. It is a part-time 4-wheel drive system, so you can go in rear drive. Ideas on price. I don't, as of this moment, know the price. I don't think they've announced it yet. Do we like the black over fenders on the TRD Pro? I cannot remember what this color is called, but I believe it's a new color for this vehicle. It's like a taupe color. Sit in the back and see the legroom? Yeah, I can do that. Now, not knowing exactly where this seat is, let me try this. Ooh. It's got slider steps on this one. Those feel super solid. So, okay, you sit up front, make sure the seating position is in a good spot. Got Toyota written out here. Move the seat forward a little bit because that's about all the leg I would need at 6 feet tall. Real quick. Hey, haven't said hi yet. Okay. Okay. So now, in the back seat, behind that seating position for myself at 6 feet. Oh, there's a grab handle. Always good. So here I am, sitting behind that seat, and I've got good knee room. The foot pockets are pretty narrow, though. I don't know how far forward that seat was, but those are pretty narrow. Headroom. Hang on, let me flip this around. Good, I've got a couple inches, and that's good for me because I've got a longer torso, so I don't always fit well in the back seat of vehicles, and I do here, no problem. Looks like we had an AC outlet and 2 USB-Cs. I do know there are 5 USB-Cs as standard on the 4Runner. I just love all those chunky selectors, even for the climate control, like big substantial things. And lots of physical redundancies as opposed to just going touch controls for everything. Yeah, it's 4-cylinder hybrid, but you know what? Torque, 465 pound-feet with a hybrid motor. That's a ton. That's way more than the outgoing V8, or the V8 and V6. Ooh, taillights. These look cool. Look at those. Trunk space, I'll show you in just a sec. This one has a more exposed exhaust outlet for the TRD. And it's stamped TRD Pro at the back. That's cool. I also can't show the roll down glass just yet. The vehicle has to be on for that. So here's all the space in the back. Now this is with the hybrid powertrain. So the floor is kind of raised up. It's hard to see here, but the floor is raised. And so that's going to eat into the cargo space a little bit in terms of vertically. Still going to have the same depth, of course. And there's no third row here on this model. I think they said there's going to be an available third row. And that's why the cup holders, and I think there's a USB-C port somewhere over here. Nope, just cup holders. That's why those are going to make sense when the third row is part of the package. Little storage space under here. 2400 watt AC outlet. Some LED bed lighting.
Hey, Miles.
I say bed lighting. What's going on, Kirk?
The bed light, lots of bed lighting in here.
Yeah, I say bed light. It's just a cargo area light. I'm so used to talking about Tacoma.
We're a little tired.
Yeah, we are. We've just done a bunch of vehicles. I interviewed Kirk, by the way, for a Driven Diaries episode, so you'll want to check that out. It'll go live in a couple weeks. Kirk is the man when it comes to Japanese vehicles. He just knows everything. So, power lift gate, and power lock function for that. Giant iPads on the dash. Yeah, I don't know, it just seems to be the trend. And so they're just, I suppose, keeping up with the Joneses. Let's see, what are the questions we have? 4-cylinder turbo or 4-cylinder hybrid only? So there are 2 engine options. You can get the 4-cylinder turbo, and that's going to have 278 horsepower, 317 pound-feet of torque. Or you can get, which is actually, I think it's the same output as the V6, the 278 horsepower, but it's a lot more torque. And you can also get the hybrid, which is turbo 4-cylinder hybrid. It makes 326 horsepower, and 465 pound-feet of torque. So a boatload more torque with that one. Look, Nissan Xterra Pro 4X, not a bad move, but it's going to have not even anywhere close to the same luxuries and features as this. Fold the seat, okay, let's go see. Yeah, no more V6, just 4-cylinder turbo, either hybrid or not. I might need to go to that one over there to fold the seats. No, I can't fold the seats here yet. Land Cruiser review, that's going to come out really soon, actually. So I'm doing a first drive on that. It'll go out this coming Thursday. Yes, and the Camry is going to come out this coming Tuesday. Roman Micah, Fast Lane Car. Show the back inside. Well, there are folks inside right now.
Yeah, there you go.
But when they're all finished, we'll go poke around. Main van, I believe it's made in the U.S. I think only the Land Cruiser is built in Japan right now among their off-road vehicles. I don't see anyone popping the engine, so I don't want to do that quite yet. Maybe they'll let us. See if they'll let us. Let me just do it. I'm just doing it, guys. I'm gonna be the first to pop the engine. I can sneak by over here for me. So take a peek inside.
Is it electric?
What? This one? It's got electrification.
I'm happy to be your prop stand.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
real
Kirk.
prop stand?
I know. Well, this one, it's certainly not hydraulic. There we go.
Can you guys hear me?
So there we go. This is the hybrid powertrain that's in the TRD Pro and the Trail Hunter, and in the Limited is standard. So 2.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder, 326 horse, 465 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while before we can test drive these. Even me as media, it's gonna be a while before I can test drive it. But yeah, the power and the torque is not bad. Would I pick this over the Land Cruiser? I really like the new Land Cruiser, but I can't talk about it a lot yet because I'm under embargo. So I'll tell you on Thursday, but I really like the new Land Cruiser, so that would be a tough one. It's just different, right? They're a little different. The Land Cruiser really just super focused on the off-roading and lower speed crawling stuff. The capabilities of that, all the locking differentials, all the technology in that are going to be pretty great.
All the fuel stuff is like all up.
Yeah, you're right, complexity. Like there's not the same level of room that you can work on the motor.
There's very little clearance, I can see.
Lots of hoses, lots of connections. TRD John here as well. TRD off-road trim, there's probably going to be a TRD off-road trim. I'm actually almost positive they'll have one. It's going to be available in the fall of 24, so near the end of 24. Ground clearance, I just know it's improved over the last gen 4Runner, but I can't remember the exact. No manual.
Really?
There is a limited trim and there's also a platinum trim.
Canadian service that you have on your phone.
Headroom, non-moonroof version. Up front or in the back? What do you mean? Because I showed that the headroom was good in the back. You can see the cutouts up top for heads to go. And this one does have the sunroof, moonroof rather. Trail Hunter. Okay, we'll go back to that one. Jesus loves you too. I agree. Okay, so here's the Trail Hunter in that really cool color that I can't remember the name of, but it's in a press release somewhere. It's like this green, pearlescent green. No manual on any trims, Alex, unfortunately. If you want the manual, you're going to have to go with the Tacoma. Glad you like the stream, Zico. Thank you. 360 view of the whole car. People who just popped in. Oh yeah, I'll pan around it. So, first of all, we can't call it a car, it's a truck. Sorry, I'm just joking. But yes, it is a truck. It's body on frames. Shares the same platform as the new Tacoma, Sequoia, Tundra, Land Cruiser. They're all on this new TNGA-F platform. Yeah, it's a cool color, right? I'm very into greens, so I really like this color, and it pops a lot in the sun. So this is the new Trail Hunter trim, and over there Top speed, I don't know. Good question. I imagine it's going to be pretty low, like 112 miles per hour or something like that. Maybe a little higher in the TRD Pro, not sure. Yeah, the factory snorkel's cool. So that's the TRD Pro over there. This is the Trail Hunter. And I'll pan around this way because there's a little more light on the truck this way. Rigid Industries fog lights, integrated LED light bar, bronze for the lettering, underbody skid plates, Old Man Emu suspension on the Trail Hunter. Over on the TRD Pro, get a Fox suspension. Here we've got the bronze 18-inch wheels wrapped in all-terrain open country Toyos, 33 inches. Okay, so you want the headroom in the front seat of this one. That's going to be tough because they're filming. I don't want to get in their shot. Maybe I'll go to the passenger side. Oh yeah, rock sliders over here on the Trail Hunter. I'm happy to take you along, Bumba. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Come with those fender flares. That's a good question. I think it's just on the Trail Hunter and the TRD Pro that they're this big. I think on the regular ones, they're smaller fender flares. They all come with the wrap over glass from the Gen 1, Gen 2. Okay, interior build quality. Looks pretty good. Feels pretty good. I'm now on this grate, and I hope I don't fall because the vehicle is at an angle. So these are what we're looking at for the seats. They got additional bolstering. The Trail Hunter's got these yellow accents, which are pretty nice. Perforations on the seats. They're heated and vented. Toyota is spelled out here on the dashboard. They don't even have it in accessory mode, so I can't show you the screens, but it's a 14-inch screen here, 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. All the climate controls are here, dual zone with these physical controls, chunky volume knob, like aggressively chunky volume knob. No volume knob looks like that outside of this vehicle and other Toyota products. The dual zone climate controls are there, wireless charging pad, 2 USB-C ports here. Sorry, the lighting is not great. Mechanical gear selector feels really nice in the hands, and all your off-road stuff. So you got a rear locker. You don't get a center locker like you do in the new Land Cruiser. Front end sway bar disconnect, you get that in the Land Cruiser. That's pretty cool. MSRP, don't know yet. 2-speed transfer case, so it's a part-time 4-wheel drive system, not permanent 4-wheel drive system like the Land Cruiser. So I'm just kind of racking up things now that are different than the Land Cruiser. Land Cruiser being permanent 4-wheel drive system and having the center locker as well. Surround view monitor, really cool. And the whole multi-terrain view monitor is pretty awesome. I just experienced that in the new Land Cruiser, and I'll tell you about it in the first drive that's coming out next week. Which trim is higher, Trail Hunter or TRD Pro? I think they're technically going to have the TRD Pro a little bit higher, but they're almost parallel. It's almost like 2 different flavors of off-roading. Either you want the overlanding off-roading of the Trail Hunter, or you want the higher speed off-roading of the TRD Pro. It's inside the console, really hard to tell, but there's my hand inside. It's not a lot of storage space in there, pretty shallow actually. Now I'm gonna sit in this seat, and unlike the TRD Pro, they're not slider steps, they're just sliders on the Trail Hunter. So I'm going to have to step up and in, again at an angle, not super easy. Wow, that light is right in my face. Look at this. Hang on. Headroom. Gosh, I'm blinded. I think it's good. It feels like I've got space there, and now I'm blind. Okay, miles per gallon. I don't know, but I'll tell you what. The new Tacoma is like 23 combined MPG. I would be shocked if this is not about that. Hey, James.
What?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
You don't happen to know the MSRP? Yeah, I am live.
There is no MSRP on this yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we assume it'll be close to the current one, maybe a little more expensive.
Yeah.
You know, it's nicer.
Jared works for CarBuzz.
Yeah.
Part-time works for Toyota, clearly.
Yes.
Because he knows all the information, knows how to share the information.
Sometimes only when I'm somewhat lucid. Doesn't happen
I think we can confirm that it smelled like a Toyota.
It does smell like a Toyota. Yeah, that's the stuff you can't really experience in video.
Yeah.
We're going to describe the scent.
His smell-o-vision.
Smells like a Toyota.
Smells like a Toyota. Yep.
Yeah.
I love this color.
I do too. You can get it on the TRD off-road too, apparently.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
you don't need the Trail Hunter to get this Everest color. You can get it on the TRD off-road.
it's called Everest too. That's
Everest.
the information I was looking for. Thank you for standing nearby.
Eclipse, but that's still a pretty good moon view.
That is a cool moon view. Can we see it? Yeah, look at that. That is cool.
What platform is that? Facebook?
Oh, it's YouTube.
Oh, that's YouTube Live.
Yeah, and you can go vertical now. I didn't know you could do lives in vertical. I found that out today.
I didn't know that either.
Y'all are along for the ride.
Yeah.
What trims are coming with the hybrid? I think you can get it on everything from limited and above?
No. So like I think so everything Tacoma except for TRD.
Everything
Sport.
4Runner?
So like you know how
okay, I see.
like everything that Tacoma
Parallel,
can get
yeah.
it with except the TRD Sport, the TRD Off-Road, the TRD Pro, and this are only hybrid. Limited and Platinum can be as well.
Okay, so it's just like the Tacoma.
It's
where
just like the Tacoma, except TRD Sport can't be hybrid for some reason.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not really sure why.
That's odd.
But yeah,
Ironic, right? Because sport, you would think more power, sporty.
I don't know.
Oh, you made the. Oh, did someone make the window go back down? No.
I could have that backwards. It's either the off-road or the Sport. One of them can't be a
But
hybrid.
it checks in kind of at that level. You can start adding the
Yeah.
hybrid. Okay.
Yeah, at that level. Like an SR5 can only be gas.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you seen Sufjan?
I did. He was here briefly, at least. He was over by the TRD Pro last time I saw him. Okay, so we're looking at the trunk. Per Corey's request, and now the trunk is at my head level, so I have to be careful here. Power close and lock. Nice. Inside, good amount of space. I showed this earlier, but the floor is raised up with the battery pack in it for this hybrid powertrain, so you don't have quite as much clearance here, but it's still a deep well. And this is not a model where you can get the third row. So you're always just gonna have this amount of space and it's not gonna have additional passenger volume. How long have I been going live? Looks like 33 minutes and counting. What engine's gonna get the better MPG? It's gonna be the hybrid, but it might be a very nominal difference because the hybrid that they make is more about the performance than it is about the efficiency. Yes, I'm sure that hurt. No?
I've had worse.
Doesn't mean you want to do it again. 2400 watt AC outlet here. Some LED lighting back. More storage space. Just in front of the battery pack area, which is here. So you've got storage behind and storage in front. Yeah, it's a battery.
Well, I guess that means that you can't have hybrid in 3 rows.
Yeah, boy, that would make a lot of sense because they're also not going to do GX hybrid in 4. Yeah, we're going to go. You would have no headroom. Wait, but why would there?
No, there is a 3rd row.
No, there's a 3rd row, but not in the hybrid. Clearly, is what you're kind of deducing, which I agree.
And then also, if you notice here, this stand here.
Yeah.
That means this stand is here because if that's the hybrid.
It's just to make the floor.
No hybrid has more cargo space and it has a lower load floor.
Yeah. So you're right. I don't understand how they could put a 3rd row with the hybrid. So it's probably going to be either or, yeah. Cheapest trim level is going to be the SR5. No, is SR5 just up? I think it's just either they call it the SR or SR5. Either one of those are going to be the cheapest. Sorry, they're showing ads on live stream. It's how I make my living. Hurry up, Toyota, and take my money. Yeah, I know. I want to drive this one. But now having driven the new Land Cruiser that I just drove today and the new Tacoma TRD Pro, I kind of have a feeling for what this is going to drive like. And I've also driven the Lexus GX, which granted V6 versus the 4-cylinder turbo or 4-cylinder turbo hybrid, it's going to be different. But I have a good feeling for this platform, certainly this TNGA-F platform that's under this one. Sound system, I don't know. Interior color options, well, this is one. I think this is just going to be on the Trailhunter, though, this light gray. Pretty sure most of the others are just going to be in black. I'm doing well, Matt. How are you? Hello, Net. Headlights look aftermarket? Oh, I disagree. I think they look pretty well integrated. I'll be honest, though, I don't like the raising up and raising up. Why did it just flash when it did that? That was cool. Yeah, I wish it was kind of just vertically across. I don't know why I don't like looks like it's a bed for the projector LEDs. I like the Rigid Industries fog lights. Those could look aftermarket, I suppose, because they are aftermarket that they happen to be doing with, what's up, Omar? Omar drives. Omar's not driving right now. Omar stands.
Just photobomb me. Straight up photobomb me with your Bradley.
There's your face. There's your face. Omar beards.
Oh my cuts.
cuts with Oma. Yeah, so that's the Trail Hunter. That is the TRD Pro for those who are just tuning in. Yeah, 33-inch all-terrain tires. Black contrasting hood scoop. I don't believe it's functional. Nope, I don't think that's functional. Toyota Heritage style grill, they call it. Show the Limited. Maybe it's over there. So yeah, I can walk in that direction, sure. I'm gonna go see the Limited. What are you doing?
We're gonna go back to the hotel.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna finish this and then go with you.
Everybody, Miles has to leave now.
I gotta leave now. But no, I can walk over to the Limited. Just bear with me. It's gonna be a bit of a walk. See it? It's over there by the lifeguard tower. Greetings from your grandma's Charger Hellcat. Your grandma's got a Charger Hellcat? She's the coolest. Projected cost. This is just gonna be conjecture. I don't actually know, but I'm gonna say probably starts in the mid to high 40s, and on the highest end, gonna be probably high 60s, to be honest. This is Jeff Teague.
Hey, what's up, man?
Toyota Jeff. All the coolest people are here. Okay, I'm walking over to the Limited. If any of you are like, what are you doing? Sophian is stand-in photographer. No 6-cylinder, unfortunately. Oh yeah, so that was the projected cost, I think, for on the low end and high end. Low end, mid to high 40s, high end, mid to high 60s. Here we go, Limited trim. Thanks for hanging in there for the walk. And it's the Car Confections boys. Mason and Drew. Yeah, just me. Here's the Limited trim. So this is the more, I guess, toned down compared to the TRD Pro and the Trail Hunter. In the Heritage blue color. I love this color. It's pretty cool. Hey, you guys just let me know and I'll get out of your way. 20-inch wheels on this one versus the 18s on the TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Where's Thrall House? James and Thomas have gone home. James was on the chat for a sec, and then he was out. So this is the wrap over glass right here, or at least it looks wrap over. In fact, it's not all visible. So when you're inside the cabin, you can't see all the way up to here like you can. The Defender does that. But this is just kind of a styling cue throwback to earlier gens of the 4Runner. Yeah, the color's nice, right? I liked that Everest green, but this Heritage blue is where it's at. San Diego, Jesse. No, Mobile Mama is back at home. She did some content gen on this, so I think her TikTok and Instagram are already out. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. More mature. It looks, yeah, okay. It looks chunkier and more upscale. I would agree with that. Mature is sort of a open to interpretation word. Yeah, no more V6. You just got a hybrid 4-cylinder, and you've got a turbo 4-cylinder. Turbo 4-cylinder, 278 horsepower, 317 pound-feet of torque. Hybrid 4-cylinder turbo, 426 horsepower, 326 horsepower. I'm sorry, I'm getting turned around. And 465 pound-feet of torque. Painted bumpers. Looks great until rocks. Yeah, but it's better than the cheap plastics, right? The cheap plastics, they wear just as poorly and they fade. Like the painted bumpers aren't going to fade, certainly not nearly as soon. Ford Azure Gray or Audi Turbo Blue. Ooh, trying to think of those colors, honestly. It's a chalkier grayish blue, certainly in the shadow. In the sun, perks up a little bit. Functional fender vents, look at that. None of this fake stuff. 20-inch wheels, yes, 20-inch wheels on this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The 4-cylinder turbo, just objectively, a turbocharged motor, has more pieces, more complexity, and can wear more greatly on an engine. So yeah, it's not going to be as reliable as an NAV6, but instead, it's a trade-off, right? Instead, you're getting tons of torque. And that counts for something, and you're getting greater efficiency. So yeah, in the long term, what's going to last longer motor-wise? Probably older six-cylinder, older V8s, but this is definitely going to be an improved daily driving experience from an efficiency and comfort standpoint. Is it more spacious than the other trims? You know, I think this one still has the hybrid. I'm not entirely sure. It didn't say iForce Max, so this might actually have the regular engine, the regular four-cylinder. Let me pop the tailgate because I kind of want to look in the cargo area and see if there is that difference. Yes, there is. Okay, so here's your difference. You were just looking at the raised portion for the hybrid powertrain, and now it's more recessed with this one. It still has this big lip, but then it goes down to recessed. These are the vehicles where I can see a third row being added because there is the vertical clearance for one to be added. No diesel motor. Ground clearance is slightly more than the old 4Runner. I can't remember the figure off the top of my head. So this is where, like, if you have the optional third row, it'll have cup holders, and they may even add USB ports here. But for now, it's just a lot of storage space. This looks way more than the hybrid versions. Electric front seats, yeah, I'm sure. On this limited trim, I'm almost positive. It's so funny because it's instantly recognizable as a 4Runner. It is. It's when you kind of look a little closer that you see that, okay, it's still different, especially the front and rear. The profiles, similar body creases, the wrap over glass is different, but yeah, it really comes down to front and rear and then interior changes. Oh, here's another interior color. Look at this. It's like a light brownish and taupe color. It almost looks like the same interior color as the exterior of that TRD Pro was. Walk around, yeah, I can show you a full walk around. Perforated seats, some fabric inserts, that's nice. I don't know where that seat was lined up, but I already showed legroom earlier on in this video. So I'm at 6 feet tall. I've got knee room. This actually appears to be the same as it was before, so it's probably for myself at 6 feet is what I'm working with. Headroom wise, looks good. Hey guys. And let's see. Release date is going to be the fall of this year. A 400 watt AC outlet as opposed to the 2400 watt one in the TRD Pro and Trailhunter. 2 USB-Cs. You get air vents, very important. It is a nice shade of brown. It's not your typical like saddle or even dark brown. It's its own unique thing. I like it. Oh yeah, while I am back here, let me just give you a quick look at the front of the cabin. Steering wheel, center console. This one has the 14-inch screen as well. It's probably going to be just like the Tacoma, where there's a standard 8-inch screen on the lower trims, and then you upgrade to the 14, the big boy. Smart keyless entry, yes, even on the limited, smart keyless. Yeah, power seats. Power seats here, not manual on the limited trim, and this feels like leatherette. Might be leather. No, that feels like leatherette. Are the seats heated and ventilated? They are. So this might be a limited trim with some options, like an optional premium package, but looks nice. Hey guys. Ooh, power running boards. I'll do one more sweep of it, and then we're probably going to end this bad boy, and I'm going to head back to the homestead because I've got videos to edit of the Land Cruiser first drive, the Camry first drive, and Tacoma TRD Pro first drive. You'll want to see all those. Those are next week and then the following week for the Tacoma. So I can't get too far away where a full 360 will get the vehicle fully in view. Short story, looks pretty good. Chunky, substantial, rugged. These are words that Toyota didn't tell me to say. They're words that are actually just coming to mind. Instantly recognizable as a 4Runner, and the new Trailhunter looks cool as an overlanding rig, and the TRD Pro looks cool as a high-speed desert thing toy. Yeah, TRD off-road, they will have that. Yeah, it's Mason and Drew from Car Confections. People are asking. Ed, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for the contribution. I super appreciate it. Interior space better? The backseat did feel like it had more room, yes. Yeah, everything's gonna go hybrid with Toyota, which honestly, I'm not mad at that design, not mad at that idea. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna flip this bad boy around just to say goodbye. Thanks for watching the live, and I'm gonna let Mason and Drew do their thing. Have a good night, guys.